Hey, good morning, everyone. Riley Foster, Foster's Custom Steel. I want you to listen to how nice and quiet it is. August 18th. I've been down here, well, since daylight. I think it's like 8:30 now. But we had a really great cookout last night down in the bottom. Friends and family came by. Neighbors, we all brought dishes and had a good fellowship. I mean, really great fun. Enjoy doing that so much. I hope to do that for a long time to come. You can see just a slight breeze this morning. Not too bad. Temperature ain't bad. Humidity's a little high. The reason for this video is I was realizing last week I've got a show coming up starting next weekend in Pittsboro at a farm, and we leave our artwork out there for 4 months, and they have a show on Saturday and Sunday of every weekend for about, well, maybe 2 months, I guess. I'm not sure. I'll give you the information in the next week or so. I've got a flyer or two headed my way, and I'll get that out there so the local people can come and check out the work. But there's a nice breeze. I really love that windmill. I made that to sell, and my wife said, nah, that don't leave the property, so it become part of it. But what I'm doing is I'm prepping for this show, and I'll give you a little behind the scenes of what's going on. I just finished this archway up yesterday. Kind of look like big dandelions. Yeah, and I do the hubcaps. These are old Chrysler hubcaps out of the 70s. They make really great flower bodies or heads. So the archway is done. I've got some really nice new tables. I think I'm gonna go ahead and show off some of the work. You've seen the stuff in the gallery, but one of the tables I just finished up is a red oak table, and I did it for a coffee table. It is 20 inches high. You have to excuse the mess in here. This is where I work on actually building these tables. So this table is 20 inches high, and what I did was I made it where kids could slide their knees or whatever underneath there and eat off of the table. My bent pipe frame legs and braces. And I'm gonna turn the light on over here so you get a little bit better look at it. Got a nice gloss finish on it. I'm getting pretty good to epoxy pour. Again, excuse the mess. Got to get the tape off and touch up the frame. But you can see that white. Yeah, look at that. It's pearl white. It's kind of funky. Not my cup of tea. I like it, but I don't love it. You see a little bit. I didn't notice that just then. See all the imperfections. Well, I tell people I don't edit, and I sure as I'm not going to go back and put more coats on this thing. I think it turned out really good. It will be at the show for sale. Yep, and I'll go inside. I'm going to give you a kind of behind the scenes stuff that I'm working on. So that way, I like that. It ain't bad. Yeah, so I've shown most of the stuff in here. Love the little lamp. He's pretty cool. This is one of my masterpieces. I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to taking this out here and showing it off. And again, I love that finish. This is what I'm looking for. The powder that I bought, I thought it dissolved in the epoxy, and it doesn't. It's in the epoxy, it just does not dissolve. Those are the little lights that I put up underneath it, little silver, I guess they're little tea server containers. I put LED bulbs in them. But yeah, I love this thing. If it doesn't sell, I would not have any problem keeping this. And these are really cool. Again, this is some of you can see all the sparkle copper. Get that light out of there, reflection light out of that. See all that copper in the veins and stuff. I love those. These two tables, not only do they go together, they go together. So you can have one coffee table or pull it apart and have two end tables. I'll take that guy and the lamp. These guys here, they kind of stay in their little gallery. I really like them, and I call this guy Gray. He just, yeah. I just really kind of liked him. He's kind of funky, doing his own thing up there. And what's really wild is his head is one piece. I like it to where you don't have to change things. And that is a mic off of a CB radio out of the 60s or 70s. I like being able to do that. It's just one piece. And the body is off of a 70s model bicycle. You know, that was the part that went up on the below the handlebars, between the seat and the handlebars. This big piece will go out there. They're going to give me a partial inside. I've never been out there before. I don't know what to expect. We'll see. I'm going to ride out there on my motorcycle, maybe today or tomorrow, and take a look. This guy will go, the ironing board shelving. Love that. And the small lamps, got a couple of those, a few things outside and a few more tables. But I'm going to go inside the shop, give you an idea of what I'm working on in there. Yeah, I have shown this guy before on a previous video, but last night while we were down at the bottom enjoying our cookout, this guy was up here. The LED light, there's multiple lights in there. It changes red, green, the blue, like really brilliant blues, and it reflects off of everything down here, showing off the color. And with this LED charger, it works. You can either turn it off, turn it to just clear, a white light, or various colors. Really cool lamp, outside lamp, and it charges up, and it's been working great. And then this is some of my supplies that were donated to the cause. Finally got this guy done. I don't know if I'd shown him. I've got someone already spoke for this. I'm not sure that they'll buy it, but they have mentioned that they're interested in it. And of course, the business end is the mailbox and his flag. Obviously, you got to have a flag on your mailbox. Let people know you need to have a pickup. But I love using stuff like this. Just an ice cream scoop. Old aluminum ice cream scoop, and I did stainless steel underneath, make him look kind of, well, toothless, I guess. And then this guy is pretty cool. One piece head. Yeah. And I'm going to do a little work to this one. I'm going to paint the wings up. Nice gray color. They're old gray shelving, but I want to clean them up. They'll be ready for the show. Yeah, he's got really good movement. And he's heavy, so it takes a little bit more wind than the small ones that I do, but that's okay. It's still, I love that one piece head. And you know, some people say, oh well, you should have put this on it and that on. An artist has to know when to say stop. That's enough, you know. So, and that's, to me, that's the enough. So I'm hoping to fire that up today and ride out there to that show where I'll be setting up and get just a lay of the land and where I can set up and talk to the person. I think it's their farm, and they've been doing this show for about 23 years. Like I said, I'll get all the information and post it, and that way local people can come out and see a lot of my work. So again, I told you behind the scenes some of the stuff I'm doing and the stuff that I deal with. This is a lamp that I'm working on. I got this from West Virginia when we cleaned out around the church up there. This was one of the pieces of wood that my nephew Daniel cut. And I told him, I said, we'll save about a 6-foot chunk of it. And I cleaned it off. It has been clear coated once. I'm going to shoot it for one more. I'm going to put a lamp on top of it. And you can hear the mechanics running right now, so I'm going to turn around here and show you this guy. This is the behind the scene. He's been pedaling for, I guess, about an hour, 2 hours, testing the mechanics. Yeah, so he's going to be pretty cool. And for you guys that have a mechanical mind, you understand right angle gearbox. Yeah, that is a right angle grinder that I attached a sprocket to. And of course, to do this, I'm going to stop him just here in a second. I'm going to show you some of this. Yeah, so stop that so it don't get my fingers. That's his rest position. As you can see, he levels out pretty good. So the balance is real good on this. Again, I'm redneck engineering. I don't have a degree in engineering. I don't have a degree in artwork and all that's supposed to be all you need to be successful, but I've been doing artwork and selling it for about 35 years. I think that speaks for itself. All of these have bearings inside that I had to machine this pipe for a pocket. Give you an idea. These, I ground a flat spot on that bearing housing and tighten this down on it. This is a 1/2 inch bolt, and I put thread lock on these so they don't back out. We don't want him losing a leg pedaling through the air. So he'll be on a big base. He's going to have a rudder up at the front, so he will be pedaling in the wind is what it's going to look like. This is his vest. It's going to be really cool, and I'll do a video when I get out there at the farm on a lot of this stuff. And this is his head right here. So I think he's going to be pretty cool. And guys, that's behind the scene. Look at my mess. And this is daily. I have a guy that comes in, Pete. Thank you so much for coming in and cleaning up when you do. And hey, he welded up that archway for me and did an excellent job. Had to go back and plug a few holes, but that's okay. He's learning, and he comes here. He gets, I think I'm getting a good deal. He thinks he's getting a good deal, and that's the way it works. Hey guys, now's a good time to reach down there and hit that like button and share these videos. Come out and see me at that show if you're local. If you're not, I don't care. Drive a long ways. And hit that button. Give me a like and a share and a comment to let me know what you think about my work. I can take constructive criticism. As I tell everyone, don't tell me what you think I ought to do. Tell me whether you like it or not. If it's not your cup of tea, I understand. But artists do not like someone to say, hey, you know what you ought to do? Well, yeah, never take advice. So there's little words of wisdom for the day. Guys, remember, give me a thumbs up, like, share, and a comment. Always give thanks, and have a great day.